wrist action. Make sure that wrist on the flick. Tyler Dorsey out here, baby. Oh, what's up, everybody? My bad. I was trying to get my Tyler Dorsey on out here. My bad, y'all. My bad. You too. What's good, everybody? MFFL. Glow Yard Gang. What's up, everybody? Y'all already know who it be, man. It's your boys, man. We back again with a brand spanking new one for your head top. It is your boys from We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Listen, man, I am the guy that's trying to work on my jumper like Tyler Dorsey out here. It is your boy Real. And joining me is the man who taught Tyler Dorsey that jumper. And that's my boy King. What's up, man?
Nothing much, man. Look like you don't need any more help. You're doing good out there. But I just want to add on for any of the folks that cannot watch us on YouTube land, see our beautiful faces. You can always hear us on all your favorite streaming platforms. That's every one of them, I think, just about. And also, I believe on Anchor, if you could help us out with the donation. If you want to, nothing is necessary, but you definitely could help us out.
Yes, sir. Like my co-host has just pointed out, if you guys want to donate to the channel, guys, you can donate in two different ways. We have Anchor. If you guys listen to us in podcast form, and you also have down here below me the Cash App. If you guys find it in your heart to donate to the channel, guys, it will go a long way to help us grow this channel. At dollar sign, we talk Mavs on Cash App, and also you can donate on Anchor. Um, with all that being said, guys, also you can follow us on our socials right here at We Talk Mavs on Twitter and We Talk underscore Mavs on Instagram. And also, if you guys enjoy Mav content as much as we do, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. We have a lot more coming to you. Listen, the season is right around the corner, y'all. Right around the corner. I know we got preseason, and then, before that, we got training camp coming. So we got a lot for you guys. Also, if you enjoy the content, guys, hit that like button, and that'll go a long way to help us build up the algorithm to reach more Mav fans like yourself to join the Glow Yard gang. All right, King, you ready to get into it, man?
Absolutely. Let's do it, brother.
Listen, man, y'all seen the thumbnail. So there was an article that came out yesterday, I believe. Reports from the great Mark Stein talking about the Dallas Mavericks. Could the actually this is right here? This is it right here, King. Let me just go ahead and show the people, man. This is the article right here, King. Dallas Mavericks rumored they're eyeing a ball handler veteran. Dennis Schroeder is probably the one name that's being floated out there right there, but there's more linked. You see these pictures up here, these players. These are the main players that they're linking to the Dallas Mavericks. This right here was part of the article from Mark Stein right here. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all this. It says the Dallas Mavericks have considered the addition of one ball handler veteran to his roster before the season starts, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. Stein reports that the Mavericks general manager Nico Harris and vice president of basketball operations Michael Finley were in attendance to watch Dennis Schroeder at the Euro Baskets in 2022. He says, in addition to Schroeder, Stein listed Eric Bledsoe, Campazzo, Alfred Payton, and Dennis Smith Jr. as possible options for Dallas in free agency. So, King, it's a lot to unpack from that, man. I know we talked about. I know a lot of people have been wondering. Like I think you asked this on a couple shows ago. He was like, "Can this can't be it, right? They have to make more moves, right?" So we just had a show recently talking about that. There were reports that Dallas, this could be it, and I think that was from Tim McMahon, I believe. No, it's from Mark Stein too. So I guess he has new information. If y'all don't know, listen, Mark Stein is like the guy when it comes to Mavs. I grew up on Mark Stein. He used to work for the Dallas Morning News before he moved up in the industry. He worked for ESPN at one point too. This guy, like I said, he's one of those guys. If he says something, guys, you better take it to the bank. He knows what he's talking about. He is that plugged in with the Dallas Mavericks. So he is saying now that Dallas might be looking at a ball handler. We know that they have one roster spot open, so it does make sense. We've been talking about this since we lost Jalen Brunson in free agency. We've been talking about Dallas needing another ball handler. And I think that Dallas is kind of understanding that now, too. They want to go ahead and shore that up before we go into the season. So, King, what you think about that,
man? I think that's basically what we've been saying all off season, or well, basically since Jalen Brunson has left the team, that we just needed another ball handler. We weren't able to get one, I guess, in the trade market. So it's come to this, and the Mavericks do need a third ball handler, I should say, but a guy off the bench. that could handle the ball. So yeah, good targets. A few couple targets here we've talked about on the show, especially with Johnny B. Shout out to you, Johnny B. But I mean, if I want to rank the guys on the screen right now, if you want me to do that,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah, go ahead, man. What you got?
I'd probably go Dennis Schroeder number one. Um, hmm, maybe Alfred Payton two, Dennis Smith three.
Ooh,
Um, man. Compazzo and then maybe Eric. I don't even know between the last two. It's a toss up. Um, but yeah, I like Alfred Payton. I remember a few years ago he was towards the lead in triple doubles. Um, I think he has a little bit of talent, all around talent, like a little bit of court vision, maybe a little bit smarter than, not smarter, but better, higher IQ than a Dennis Smith Jr. I talked to you guys about the Schroeder. I haven't said it on the show yet, but when I thought about it, I was like, Schroeder's from Germany, and the second home for a German, a guy I would think would be Dallas, especially a basketball player, being that Dirk's basically a German legend. So if he had anywhere to show out and prove anything wrong, and he had anything to do, I think probably being under Dirk's shadow and all over in Dallas probably would help him out. So once I thought about that, I was like, maybe you should just grab him and bring him on board and see what he can do. So I know he's over there right now, watching Dirk's number get retired. They beat Dallas. I mean, they beat Luka. I believe in the qualifiers, but they just lost today to Luka. Luka actually went off. I think had a revenge game back against him today. But yeah, man,
oh
I'm
yeah,
like, I'm at the point today. I'm at the point now of just like, yeah, bring Schroeder over, let him play, let him get to training camp, let him play under Dirk. Like I said, I think that right there alone will be an extra boost to him coming on the team. But yeah, I think basically them be and also we saw with the New York Knicks, with them sitting at playoff games and scouting guys, saying that they really were interested in guys. So it's probably gonna be Dennis Schroeder. That's what it's looking like to me right now.
yeah. To be honest with you, King, I don't really want any of these people, but if we have to pick on these guys, I don't want Compazzo, I don't want Alfred Payton, and I definitely don't want Eric Bledsoe. I definitely don't want Eric Bledsoe. It's gonna come down to Dennis Smith and Dennis Schroeder. I can't believe I'm saying that, man. I see Johnny B now. No. So I was thinking about this today when this news dropped before we did the show. I was sitting there thinking like, let me break both of these guys down and just see, their fit out of the two guys that I said I would take out of this group. If we had to choose out of this group, I would take these two guys, right? So I was sitting there thinking, yeah, Schroeder is probably more prepared, more polished than all the rest of those guys. I was thinking with Dennis Smith, I think me and you talked about this before when we brought up the fact that like a Monte Ellis or somebody like that, right, adds a different dimension to the team. I think with Dennis, I think he would help in an open court. Like he'll add that dimension to the team. I was watching some highlights of him today of all the stops that he was at Detroit, Portland, Dallas, New York, and he was very effective in the open court. And that's like a dimension that we don't have because we like the slowest pace in the league. So if we can kind of dominate with our pace, but every once in a while got a weapon that can just go, what I'm saying, and get you easy points in transition, that wouldn't be a bad thing. And I think my curiosity's piqued me, man. As far as I just want to see what this coaching staff can do with Dennis Smith. Like he comes in with a completely different mind frame. You know, not having Rick Carlisle over his show. I watched the video. I know I should have seen you. Uh, so he did an interview with this like small YouTube channel, and he talked about kind of his time here in Dallas under Rick Carlisle. And so just listening to that, like I said, seeing some of the highlights and everything, knowing what he can do, I was like, you know what? I'm not opposed seeing him come back. But then the fact is, him coming back, do you trust him enough to be your third ball handler? That was my next question to myself. And I was like, that's the part. If out of him and Dennis Schroeder, I would probably trust Dennis Schroeder a little bit more to be my third ball handler. But my curiosity's peaked with Dennis Smith. I just want to see what he could do with a fresh new start here in Dallas with a brand new coaching staff that is known for developing players. So that's the part that got me. So like I said, it's between those two guys. I guess if we had to choose, it'd be between those two guys. Now, what if all of a sudden it's all of a sudden we get hit with left field, Dallas or somebody? You know what I'm saying? Like that, they know for doing something like that. It's like, oh, they're gonna do this and that and this. Bam, this. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. But those are my two choices if I had to choose, man. The other guys, I think I'm good on them.
I think Schroeder is I think Schroeder's better than Dennis Smith Jr. I think he's probably going to be. I think he's better than Dennis Smith Jr. He's probably better than Dennis Smith Jr. ever is going to be. I think there's a couple of things that halters, that stunts growth in the NBA and in other sports as well. Injuries is a big thing. Dennis Smith Jr. deals with that, and losing time early, man. Like losing time, not being able to play seasons and just missing time in the NBA is major. And like Dennis Smith is a young guy, but Dennis Smith is, I don't know how many games he's played in the NBA now. Like what, maybe like not less than 200, maybe at this point, maybe two. He got to be close to that, right? So
Probably.
he's just, I think he's stunted growth. As bad as that sounds, I mean, maybe there can be some major story where he changes and does something, but he's had a few stops now, and it hasn't worked. His jumper still doesn't look like her or anything like that. And he has to be hitting what? If Luka's hitting 24 this year, you got to be hitting 25, which is the time usually when you know what a player is. So I'm not big on Dennis.
He came in 2017, so yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like Peyton. I feel like Alfred Payton actually can control the ball. That's my thing with him. Like he may not be the greatest scorer and all, may not give you that all the time, but he could be a guy that can set it up for Tim Hardaway Jr. and all. That's my reason of picking it up for him. I'm thinking of just handling the basketball. And like I said, Dennis Schroeder is the dude. Compazzo is just a liability on defense, and like our defense on the bench would just be horrible. And I just don't know what Eric Bledsoe does. Like I feel like he should be a football player or something instead of a basketball player. So yeah, that's my pick. So
my only thing with the whole Alfred Payton thing, right? I believe that Dallas is looking for somebody who's kind of in that mold of what Jalen Brunson brought, like someone who can put pressure on the defense, someone who can go out there and get their buckets, but can also set people up if things break down. So that's why I'm just like Alfred Payton's not really known for shooting, known for scoring. And that's just never really been his forte. He can set people up, but I think their idea is more of a guy who can put pressure on the defense along with setting everybody else up. And I don't do that, man. That's always been his knock when he came into the league. You know
I would agree with you, Ro, if we were looking at these five guys and saying they were going to start. With Spencer Dinwiddie being the starter now, I don't see that Jalen Brunson role is separated now in just different ways. Like different guys just give you Jalen Brunson. Spencer Dinwiddie's job really now is to be Jalen Brunson. That's really what it is. We added on Christian Wood.
It's not the fact that they're trying to. I'm not saying like they got to be Jalen Brunson, but the thing is, when we had Jalen Brunson and Luka, and then you added Spencer Dinwiddie can do the same things that Jalen and Luka can do. So I think they're going to look at it the same way with this. Can these guys, whoever we bring in, can he do the same thing as those two guys can do? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, but you didn't have Tim Hardaway Jr. Last year, you didn't have Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, but I mean, Tim Hardaway Jr. somebody to set him up too. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying to you. Listen what I'm saying to you. So if you take Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench and you split him in half, you have Alfred Payton and you have Tim Hardaway Jr. is what I'm saying to you. So that's the bench as far as you got a guy that sets a guy up and you got a guy that can score. That's the way it is on the bench is what I'm saying to you. Like the real big issue on the bench is not the score. Tim Hardaway is going to be jacking them shots on the bench. Like he's going to be doing that, especially with no Spencer Dinwiddie playing on the bench with him. Like that's Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role. He's an $80 million guy.
The only thing about that is we had Jalen Brunson filling that role, who's playing alongside Tim Hardaway, who was not a setup type of guy. You know what I mean? He was still doing the same thing that Spencer Dinwiddie and Luka were doing while coming off the bench playing with Tim Hardaway.
And JB wasn't JB yet. That was the issue, remember? So the issue is that they
Yeah,
stayed with.
he wasn't giving you like 20 or nothing like that, but he was still playing similar style though.
They were playing a similar style, but he wasn't shooting the ball ridiculously. JB before he came when he was on the bench, he wasn't shooting a three. Like I just think Alfred Payton can work, especially if you got Tim Hardaway Jr. working, it's on the bench, and then you still got your guy, a couple guys with Josh Green. You got the new guy, Jaden Hardy, who's going to step. Jaden Hardy really is the guy that can possibly be the new Jalen Brunson at the end of the day. Like that's the guy that could be a little bit of everything possibly. It's a wild card to see what he becomes. Excuse me, but I think with Tim Hardaway coming back, Tim Hardaway's going to score a little bit more. Tim Hardaway do something in the bag, maybe dribble to the basket a little bit more than he was already. I just want a ball handler. Like that's why I would deal with Alfred Payton. Like I'm fine with the same team we have. I told you already with just another ball handler. I just want somebody to make Tim Hardaway Jr. life easy so that Tim Hardaway Jr. can feast off the bench instead of not being able to do anything off the bench. Like I just need a guy that can help those guys out. That's all I need. So I understand your reservations about him, but I think he does the one thing that I just need on the bench, and that's a guy that can handle the ball and pass the ball and play some defense.
There was one part of here I didn't touch on. So the way they're talking is like this person isn't going to get a lot of minutes in general. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not looking at it as like, okay, he's that third guy that's gonna spell Luka and Spencer. They're talking as if like this guy gonna get JJ Barea his last year with the Mav minutes. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see them getting a Dennis Schroeder. Say for example, they get Dennis Schroeder. I don't see them getting him 15 minutes a game. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know how many minutes he played in Boston because Houston. That's a different situation. But Boston, I don't know how many minutes he played in Boston when he actually was part of a winning team.
Yeah, I don't.
So I don't know.
The way it sounds like it sounds like the Mavericks know something we don't. If they're going to bring one of these guys in to be a JJ Barea role, then we have somebody on the team already that's the ball handler. Excuse me. I mean, that has to be the situation.
They remember Mark already kind of put that little stamp on Frank Ntilikina. He talking as if Frank Ntilikina is going to be another ball handler. Man. Yeah, remember he said that. He said that himself. It ain't something we making up. It's something he said himself. And
I like Frank and all, but Frank is not even like surely better than anybody on this list.
Exactly.
You can't say for
Frank
sure.
is better in the role they put him in last year.
Yeah, but like you can't just say for any team like, man, Frank's better than him. Frank, like I think most folks would say Dennis Schroeder is better than Frank Ntilikina. I'm sorry.
Yes.
And then the rest of the guys, like Frank was about to not be playing anymore. Like let's not forget that before last year. So yeah, man. Like I don't know. I hope. Maybe they're gonna give Frank a chance. Maybe Frank is going to develop. Frank was the same year as DSJ. Frank was the same year as DSJ. Remember, so if you're giving DSJ another chance, you can give Frank a chance. So maybe they're saying, hey, they want to give Frank a chance, see if he still develops with this system. Maybe he does something a little more next year. I don't know. Maybe so. Maybe Frank's still young too, and he was a higher draft pick than Dennis Smith Jr. So maybe so, man. I wouldn't go in the season with that mindset, but
no, sir, no. All right, man, we putting your house up, King. Who if you had to say right now, who are we going into the season with out of these guys on this list?
Dennis Schroeder. It's gonna be Dennis.
Yeah, I mean, because why did Mark Stein say they were at Dennis Schroeder's game watching him in the Euro games?
It's gonna be Dennis. It's Dennis.
I mean, yeah, I think so too.
Johnny Bravo on his wish. It's Dennis.
Oh man.
I told you we get him for the minimum though. I don't care. That's why I've been said that like we get him for the minimum.
Just 1 year too.
Yeah, 1 year, and I'm telling you, I think for some reason I'm getting that feeling now because I don't know why it didn't click. He's German, so I think that playing in Dallas thing under the whole German Dirk gets his supposed statue next year. Like, I think that might be awesome.
We got Maxi. Remember that too.
Yeah, Maxie's Western. I think it might be awesome actually.
Okay.
No risk,
All
bro.
right,
For the
bro.
medal, no
Go
risk.
ahead. No. You're right. It ain't. It ain't. I just don't. Man, look. Dennis got to come in. He got to buy in, though, man. He had to buy in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish Dennis Schroeder was kind of like a Terry Rozier. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of point guard. Like like I said, Terry Rozier is not like a Chris Paul or nothing, but he can attack and he can get people involved. He can play within the structure, bro. He showed it in Boston. He's showing it right now in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? I just want him to be that because there are some knocks against Schroeder, which is going from team to team right now, and he hasn't been picked up yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
You think?
like you said though, out of all these guys, he's probably the guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You think Schroeder? You think he respects Dirk?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
If,
I think
if
he
you
does for
if
sure.
you think he respects Dirk and you know for sure, Dirk works for the team now, right? So if anybody can get through to
Yes. In
anybody,
some kind of capacity he does.
you're talking about team and you're talking about the possibility of Jason Kidd maybe getting through to Dennis Smith Jr. Like I'm saying, we have Dirk. Dirk should be able to get through to Dennis Schroeder. Like I don't think Dirk. I think Dennis Schroeder will probably feel like a certain way if he let Dirk down. That might be the type of relationship they have. So I think it might work. That's what I'm saying. I think Dennis Schroeder might work over here. And he might want to stay
So let me
long
ask you
term.
a
He might
question.
have a great season and want to stay long term.
So let me ask you a question because this is gonna happen. This happened last year with our three ball handlers. Can you see Dennis Schroeder playing with either just Luka, or just Spencer Dinwiddie?
Yeah. So you remember at the end of the year when I told you we were Josh Richardson away? I said if
Mm-hmm.
we get Josh, if we had the real Josh Richardson that we wanted, I'd be fine. I think he
Yeah.
can be that Josh Richardson. I think that's Dennis Schroeder. I think he can do exactly what we wanted Josh
I hope
Richardson to
you're
do.
right.
So if he can do
Right.
exactly what we wanted Josh Richardson to do, I think we'd be perfectly fine. And I think he can do that. I think he's better than Josh Richardson.
Oh, that's not even a question. That's
Well,
definitely not even a question.
do you think he was
I
that? Do you
agree.
think he's right now better than Josh Richardson was the year before he came to Dallas?
Is he
At
better right
Philadelphia,
now than the year before?
the year before Josh Richardson came to Dallas and what was it, Philly?
Yeah.
Then he should be better, right? Then we should win. We should be fine. Think about it. What I just said. We went and got Josh Richardson from Philly, and you
Mm-hmm.
saying that Dennis Schroeder right now is better than that Josh Richardson. Then what's the problem?
Is he better than Josh Richardson in Miami?
Yes, Josh
I'm
Richardson
about to
was on
say
the
I've
upswing.
got you paused, man. What's going on,
No,
King? You about to
Josh
be like,
Richardson
yes, sir.
was on the upswing of possibly being something better than that. But yeah, Dennis Schroeder is better than Josh Richardson in
Right.
Miami. Yes, right now.
All right, bro.
Are you up? I
Go ahead and
already
get
hear
it
you
to what you really
trolling,
want to talk
man.
about, King.
I already hear you cheating. I
I
hear
didn't do
it.
nothing. No, I was trying to
I
my
heard
fingers.
you,
I was
man.
talking my fingers, King. What are you talking
I
about?
heard you. Hmm.
Oh, hey, go ahead and get into what you really want to talk about, man.
Oh, about my guy Tyler Dorsey looking
Yeah,
incredible. That's
tell
not
everybody how
really
you got
my
the
guy.
jersey on the way, man.
I wish, man. But Tyler Dorsey out here looking amazing. He's on a 2-way contract. I don't know if he
Bruh, I was watching something, man. Was it 105.3? It might be 105.3 on YouTube, and I think one of them was like, man, listen, if he played this way going into the season, Dallas might have to make a decision, bro. Like
real.
he
I
would
want to see
play
Tyler.
past his 2-way contract, bro.
I want to see him get burned. Like I want to see him
Yeah,
play for the team and actually possibly like be a big off the bench or like I can see him filling the JB role more than a Spencer Dinwiddie did. I think the way he plays, he fit better as a two beside Luka Doncic and Spencer Dinwiddie off the bench. Like we said, as
bro.
that main ball handler.
You know who he remind me of? A bigger Patty Mills.
Yeah, that's the type of player that you could use beside Luka Doncic.
Yep. I wanted
That's
Patty Mills before he went to Brooklyn. So yeah.
And if Tyler Dorsey, we saw the guy as well, Johnny B, that you sent. I forgot his name from the G League that we picked up,
Oh
the
yeah,
other two-way guy. Man, that guy as well. I mean, it's exciting watching him do that in the G League, but then you remember that he's in the G League. Like, if that makes sense.
oh
Like,
man,
it's like, yeah, he's throwing up
you
crazy
got you
shots
got you
over
got to tear
guys
him
and
down,
all.
man. You look great,
I'm not
but
trying to tear him down, but if it was that easy for him in the NBA, he'd be in the NBA doing it. You feel me?
right.
Like, you wouldn't get him. So it's a potential and a possibility. It's awesome to see. Like, if he could just catch and shoot, he gets so many. The thing is that guys, it's actually a harder shot because it's wide open, if that makes sense. Like, Luka gives guys they be so wide open, it's like kind of embarrassing if they miss. So they like start thinking about it and they like miss shots and all that kind of stuff. So we just need a knockdown shooter that can just knock down shots wide open. Like, you got a wide open. I wish we still kept Seth Curry. Like, we got rid of Seth before the spacing can be right both times. Like, I just hate that we got rid of him at the wrong times, but it is what it is. But Tyler Dorsey is looking incredible over there playing for Greece. They're over there looking at him as well. So that's a great thing that J Kidd and all over there seeing him play. Yeah, man, like, we might have a little something going on the low. Like I said, the Mavericks may know something we don't know. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we may be questioning this team again, and they're like, we got guys on this team y'all don't even know about. So we'll see, man. I'm excited to
Is
see
that
these
is that
guys.
is that Nico doing his homework, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Nico usually is a baller that just know how ballers play. And it seems like he picking up guys that, man, I want to see Tyler Dorsey play. I'm ready to see him play in preseason.
Preseason, yeah.
Yeah. I
I
want to see him play
told you,
with the
man.
team. Like, the guys that
He,
actually play.
Nico said in the interview he had with Iggy and Evan Turner, like people think like, oh, when their mind goes to Nico before the Mavericks, he's with Nike, and he said that he also had connections with guys overseas too. You know what I'm saying? When he worked for Nike, that's how he knew Luka. That's how him and Luka knew each other. Um, so he probably saw Tyler Dorsey and all that stuff before he became a Mav GM or president of basketball operations. Like, he saw Tyler Dorsey and what he can do and stuff like that, man. And like I said, he looked good, man. And it looks good for him because he's playing with another dominant superstar. So
Yeah.
that goes to show you that, okay, he's playing with that type of superstar. What can he do with a guy like Luka, who is gonna set you up? He gonna set you up, like you said. You're gonna get some of the most wide open threes because he's gonna cause a vacuum, man. To where he's gonna command like 2 or 3 guys on him, and it's gonna lead Dodo, lead Reggie, whoever else open for these wide open threes, man. You're gonna be in paradise playing off of this kid,
Bro.
man.
Tyler putting up like 18 a game, it looked like, and
Yeah,
that's overseas playing the Eurobasket with Giannis and all is your number one. Over here with more time and all, that's probably like 20 points a game. He putting up as the number 2. Like, playing behind another superstar, like Tyler Dorsey is dominant right now. Like, I never expected this out of this guy, but
hey, he's the number 2 on their team right now.
that's what I'm saying.
Behind
He's the
Giannis.
number 2 right now, and Giannis put him 18 a game, probably like 16 or so. But it'd probably be a comfortable around 19, 20 a game over in the States if he was over here and they
Right.
were playing the minutes and all that. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that, he's out there putting up buckets. So he has a good jumper. His handle is decent. Like, it's not like trash. It's good for a 2 guard. Like,
Man, he
I
one
don't
of them
know if,
players too. Like, you give him an inch a day, like
yeah,
that's
bro.
it, bro. That's
He can
it.
finish at the rim. He got a little move. I don't know. I don't know if Spencer Dinwiddie finishes the season starting at 2 guard. I get that feeling that may not happen.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's Dallas make a trade or something or whatever. Yeah, we'll see.
I'm telling you, man.
You got anything else you want to talk about, man?
I don't think so. Did I tell you I had something to speak on? You made me feel a certain way now.
How you say what?
I said you made me feel a certain way now. Did I tell you I had something to speak on? Maybe I told you something. I forgot.
No, you talk about the Tyler Dorsey thing. You want to talk
Oh,
about
okay.
him?
Nah, I think that's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
they ball. Of course, Luka balling. They killed Germany. Like, I mean, he dominated Germany, man. I think he had like what 30 some points, 36 points, something like that. 10 rebounds, 7 assists or something.
Yeah, he's I saw him like talking afterwards. Like, he's not skinny. He's converting. He's converting fat to muscle. Like, Luka's out there. He's out there flexing and all. And I'm like, all right, I see definition forming and all. So Luka's beasting out there. Like, he's doing some things out there. I seen him just bullying guys, getting under the rim and just pump fake it into their chest, and ones and all, like left hand finishes. This guy, I feel like this year at the rim, he's going to be unbelievable. I told you, he should shoot. He usually shoots like 9 threes a game. I think he should drop him down a couple more this year, like maybe 7 or
Six. I would
so.
think like 6 or 7 years.
That's what I'm saying, like 6, 7, something like that. I think he can shoot a higher percentage from 3. He can get a 3-point percentage on the higher side of 35 and shoot like 50% from the field, man, as far as going to the rim. I really believe this is going to be an awesome year coming up for Luka. I really do. His conditioning looks ridiculous. He's playing defense, block shots on guys like I think it is. I think this might be an excellent year for Luka.
Man, I hope you're right, man. I really do. All right, King, you ready to get to the peoples?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get the people what they want.
Got to give the people what they want.
Boy, J. Rose.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, guys, y'all already know how this works, man. If I got any questions or any comments addressing us, guys, please, by all means, hit us with the WTM, guys, so that way we know that you're addressing us and not one of your fellow Glow Yard members. King, you ready to get into this thing? Let's do this, King. First
Let's
up.
do it.
Got Cuz, he said, Glow Yard, what's happening? He said, y'all need a slot on NBA TV. Oh, yeah, King love NBA TV. He watch every day.
What's the guys? They should be the 4 guys. I forgot their names.
Said.
I forgot their names. The guys that were like doing the podcast and the Canadian dudes, I think they are. I can't remember their names.
I don't know. Smito, what's good, man? It's a good morning from Germany, although Luka destroyed it. Yeah, man.
Good night.
He had that bad game. But yeah, his bad game in that last game, so he had to make up against y'all, man. Sorry about that, Smito, man.
Yeah.
Jeffrey says, "What's up? Hope all is well." Yes, sir. Yes, it is.
What up, Jeff?
Even better when Thursday comes. Let's see. Jeffrey says, "You think Tyler Dorsey is looking like a steal with a two-way spot? He has done phenomenal, and great spot up shooter. Yeah, man, he looking pretty good. Like I said, they were talking about that on the fan, man. It was like, look, Dallas might have to make a decision. Yeah, Tyler Dorsey coming to the season playing like this because remember." He only can play in, 54 games or something like that as a two-way player. So, which would be crazy if him being a two-way player and he's being a part of the rotation as a two-way player. Yep. You know what I'm saying? But then he can't play in the playoffs because he's a two-way player. So, like I said, he coming here balling, man, and on that two-way contract, Dallas might have to make a decision, man.
You gotta cut somebody.
Have to make a decision.
Cut it to White Powell.
Cut something.
By the end of the year, going into the playoffs, tell him it's time to go. Community served. He did his service.
Hey, man, don't be hating on community service champion of all time, bro.
I'm not.
You're a hater, King.
Some people gotta do community service, man.
Corey says that Josh Green train is building up steam. He said Spencer is getting in the work with McGee in the PNR, the pick and roll. Luka looking like Dirk with the fade. He said, bro, odd winning MVP.
I think he said is winning. Bro is winning.
Probably is winning MVP, yeah. Yeah, I hope so, Corey, man. Like I said, if he come in just like this, like I remember last year when he had that he played and then like he had like those 3 or 4 weeks off and then he just kind of just let himself go.
Yep.
Luckily this year, like him playing, he's gonna pretty much just play right into training camp, so he's not gonna really have any excuse to not come back in shape. So
yeah, you see Josh Green pics. Josh Green in the gym.
Yeah, Johnny he had tagged us in the
Josh Green in the gym. Y'all see him. Josh, he might be juicing, but he on our team. So man, Josh Green in the gym. I ain't snitching. I ain't say it.
Yeah, I heard juicing, bitch. RC said, "Let's go, Glow Yard." Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. RC.
Smito says, "Did you guys find a way to watch the Euro bet?" Nah, I still haven't watched it, man. I could have sworn they had said it was on ESPN Plus, but I still ain't got my ESPN Plus set up, man.
I told you, I Twitter and then on YouTube, I keep like refreshing it to see the highlights.
Yeah, that's how I've been keeping up with it. I've been watching all the highlights of all the teams. Man, they got some ballers out there right now.
Yeah, man. We're playing some good ball.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Corey said it is on ESPN Plus. See, that's what I said. I got ESPN Plus. I've just never used it. You know, the only reason why I got it is because it was in that little bundle with Disney Plus and Hulu and all that stuff. And so I ended up getting it with that just because it was like $20 or whatever. So I guess I need to go ahead and set that up so I can start watching it, man. I might do that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that after we get done with the show, man. Because I want to watch my boy Luka, man.
They need to put it on
Jeffrey
League
said I
Pass.
think DSJ was dealt a bad hand, but it can be a pure scorer off the bench, a slasher like Monte, which is what I said, Jeffrey. I mean Monte's better, but he can kind of be in that vein. He can add a different dimension to what we have already. You know what I'm saying? I know we're a slow paced team. He can kind of be that guy that can add that different. It's kind of like in football when you got that punt returner or that kick returner. They can add that different dimension to your team and add an extra weapon to your team. I know he's a pretty good, full court player, so that could probably add a different dimension if we end up picking him up. I think that he can bring that back. I think he'll play a little bit more free, a little bit more loose under Jason Kidd because all Jason Kidd want to do is make these people the best version of themselves and to just let them be comfortable in the skin they're in, man, as they play in the game and not just kind of hold the restraints on like Rick Carlisle did.
Yeah, yeah, Jeff. DSJ was definitely dealt a bad hand. I 100% agree with you. And
He
he's the
talked about
best
that in that
scorer.
interview too. Man.
Yeah,
I need to send that to you. Watch it.
I've seen it where he's sitting there with no shirt on after playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. But yeah, he was dealt a bad hand. That's the best. That's the best story. Like that would be love if DSJ was somehow to come back over here and resurrect his career and like become a Mav, a lifelong Mav, and just like be a reasonable player and all that. Like that'd be awesome. So I mean, I would love that to happen, but I don't know. I just feel like if that's the point, then just ask Dennis Schroeder to do that because Dennis Schroeder probably better doing it than DSJ right now.
Smarter got an interesting one here, King. He says, I believe in Nick's locked on Mad conspiracy. He says Schroeder already has an agreement with the Mavs, but they sign him with the Mavs that they sign him if they don't get a trade for either Clarkson or Conley done.
Shoot,
That's interesting.
I might rather have Dennis
What are
Schroeder
them?
than Mike Conley.
Oh, shots. Oh, sorry.
Is it really shots? Is it really shots? I mean, do you
Let me,
disagree?
let me add the. Let me add the. Hold on, King. Hold on. Now. You messed my stuff up. I gotta get the throw. Shots.
So,
I mean, what's that? Hold on. What does that say about Mike Conley? Because that's why I said shots. Because what's that say about Mike Conley? If you saying that a guy who's not signed to a team is better than a guy who is signed to a team, what does
that's
that
why
say?
they trying to get rid of him. That's what I'm saying. That's why they trying to do that. That's why you hear his name in the past couple years in the trade room is because they don't want him
He's
anymore.
older too, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, Mike Conley's a better player all around. His career way better than Schroeder.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, right this second, yeah, I definitely take Schroeder over Conley. I think you guys said Conley still has a couple years left on his contract too, right? So yeah, Schroeder's only a one
this year.
Schroeder's 1 year. You don't have to give anybody up. Conley is you have to give something up to get him, and you got to keep him for more than 1 year. So I'd rather have Schroeder.
Giving up is the white power, bro. So
I mean, you want to give up the white power? Does it really help us though? Does that trade help the white power from Mike Conley?
Yes.
I guess
it
it
ball
helps.
handler.
Yeah, it gives it something, but does it really move the needle? Is it like, oh man?
I mean, I don't know. Because now don't get me wrong, I'm not taking up for Conley, but he is a ball handler and his responsibilities will be lessened with Dallas. Like with Utah, you were asked to do a whole lot more in Utah. You were asked to help not only facilitate and get everybody set up, but you also were asked to help score with Donovan Mitchell. Here, like, look, we just need you just to kind of be that third guy, the third ball handler, not the third guy, but third ball handler. You got like 4, 5, 6 guys ahead of you when it comes to the pecking order of you scoring. You just come in here and just don't mess up. Make sure, like you said, set guys like TSJ up. You know what I'm saying? So
you saying like Alfred Payton? Is that what you're currently saying?
no, because he's a way 10 years later, way better scorer than Alfred Payton has ever been.
Bro, I don't know right now if he that much better of a scorer than Alfred Payton is, but Alfred Payton a better defender than Mike Conley is right now. Like right way 10
10
years
years later.
later, he's that much better defender,
Yeah, he bigger too.
rebounder, everything. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Mike Conley, he would just like I saw him that role he played with Utah. Like he wasn't even being a facilitator and all. Like Mike Conley was trash the last like year with
Oh
Utah.
my
Like
God, he trash. Yeah.
that was bad, man. Like that wasn't good at all. He wasn't doing anything. So if we get that Mike Conley and we stuck with him for a couple of years, I don't want him at all. Stay
Yeah,
away.
good point. That's a good point. Like I said, 20 million a year too, or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
that's
Like,
like Kyle Lowry all over again. No, stay away.
ooh, that's a good comparison. Jesus. Jeffrey says, how great of a passer is Schroeder because we need someone to facilitate and set up the second unit, but Luka should be getting 42 to 43 minutes a game. Listen, the thing is, okay, so I think we brought this up before. When people think of ball handler, people think we're saying point guard. That's not what we're saying. Because yes, technically, Jalen Brunson was a point guard, but how much was he really setting people up? He wasn't after giving you 7, 8, 9 assists like a
Yeah, he
traditional
was
point guard with
when he
7,
started.
8, 9 assists a game.
When he started alone, he did. When he played two guard, he got you 5.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's the point I'm trying to make. It's like we're at like when we say ball handler, a ball handler is somebody who can create the offense for themselves without needing anybody to set them up, but can also facilitate to the point that they're a competent facilitator. You know what I'm saying? Like you just need him to get you about 4 or 5 assists. Somebody who could take the pressure off of Luka. Like you said, Luka gonna play 42, 40. I hope he don't play that much, but 42, 43 minutes. You want to help take that pressure off of Luka to where it's not all Luka being the ball handler out there. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's what they mean by ball handler. They're not saying because point guard. I mean, Mike Conley's a point guard. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not really what we're looking for. Just a ball handler, a guy who can create pressure on the defense, but can also facilitate a little bit the way like especially Dinwiddie is. Like Dinwiddie is not a point guard, but he's a ball handler, somebody who can create pressure on the defense, but at the same time can draw enough attention to where he can find guys to set guys up to score with him.
Yeah. Yeah, basically we need either a point guard or a combo guard. Really at that position. I feel like you can't get a guard like a Klay Thompson or a Tim Hardaway Jr. That wouldn't work for us because they don't dribble the ball and do anything. You need a guy that can dribble the ball, put the ball down, drive to the rim, and pass the ball to other guys to get them hot and get them going as well. Like just give the ball up and be able to do that. A guy that basically at the court, if you played it at the on the streets, you just got to pick up a one. Somebody that can run one for us. We have nobody on the second unit that can run the one for us at all if we play pickup game. So that's basically what we need. Somebody that can give everybody else the ball and that can't get stripped and that can get to the rim if they need to as well. So as Ralph said, just somebody that can facilitate a little bit, do a little something, but just a guy that can control the basketball. And Luka also, hold on.
I'm one less person.
Go ahead. I was going to say, I hope Luka gets like 35, 36 minutes a game this year. I'm hoping that he gets there.
Yeah, that's more reasonable. You said 42, 43. I'm like, Jesus, you trying to kill him. I know he's still a baby, but Jesus, that's a lot of minutes.
That's old school.
Yeah, that's old school. That's Jordan-esque right there. Brolaw says they won't play much. He said they want to sign him to the role that Dragic turned down. He said, why are we set on having the role on this team? Why are we set on having that role on the team? The thing though about the Dragic thing, I think they've had more to do with Dragic's age too, Brolo. And
Jalen Brunson too.
I'm trying to remember if they were trying to go after Dragic before they knew that they lost Jalen Brunson. Okay, so yeah. So that's why they were talking about the Dragic role being lessened because of those two things. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna play the JJ Barea role, is what he was gonna do. Then on top of that, he's older. The last 2 years, Dragic has been missing a lot of games, you know what I'm saying, due to his injuries. So you want to play a guy that age with that history, 35 minutes a game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they were saying that with Dragic. Now it's going to be different because now you need, like King's been saying, you need somebody now to play the Spencer Dinwiddie role because Spencer Dinwiddie is playing the Jalen Brunson role. Yep. So it's different now. So if you're playing the Spencer Dinwiddie role, you're going to be asked to do a little bit more. So that's why we're saying, you get like a Schroeder or somebody in here that can play that role compared to, Dragic coming in playing the last year of JJ Barea's role.
Yep. agree.
Ty said we missed on not getting Dragic. I don't think we did, man. I don't think we did.
It'd have been nice
'Cause
to have him right now, hindsight.
I mean, yeah, it'd been nice, but I'm not losing sleep over not having Dragic. I just, like I said, Dragic is a little bit older, man. I don't see him playing
Not all year.
25 to 30 minutes a game, like Spencer
Not all
Dinwiddie's.
year.
Yeah, not all year, man. Not spend. Remember, you're talking about him playing Spencer Dinwiddie role. I just can't see him doing that consistently all year. You're gonna break the guy down.
Yeah.
Which is why Dallas was saying that to him when they were talking about trying to sign him.
Even in what he went to Chicago, right?
Yeah, he went to Chicago.
So he's not only behind Lonzo, he's behind Caruso as well.
Alex Caruso, yeah.
You see, like he's playing that role that we said, that emergency point
Matter
guard.
It's a spot. Actually, to be honest with you, is he behind Kobe White too?
I think Caruso plays like the two. Like they switch between two guards, between how they can play. Like
he's a ball handler.
He's a ball handler. Yeah, Caruso will work on his team. He's a guard. He can just play guard.
Oh, I would love that Caruso on his team.
He can just play guard. That's fine, and just come out here and do what you need him to do.
Smito says Schroeder is somewhat like Rozier, not as good a shooter, but the play styles are similar. But that's why Rozier has a $20 million contract. And Schroeder will only earn the minimum. I mean, for one, Schroeder really having the choice to earn the minimum. Like I said, there's only two teams that have cap space like that right now, and that's the Spurs and Indiana. And they're not going to sign him because they're both trying to tank. So he has no choice but to sign the minimum right now. You know what I mean? Especially if he wants to play for a contender, he has to sign a minimum. Contenders don't have a lot of money right now. So yeah,
I agree.
We don't need Schroeder to play heavy minutes, 10 to 15, and maybe 5 to 6 assists a game. 10 points would be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think, bro. I'm saying Schroeder. I was saying maybe 12 points a game because I know he can score. Maybe less than that. Give you 10 points. I would say 10 points.
Yeah.
And maybe like I say 4 assists. I'm not gonna give him 5 to 6 as he on the bench. And then Spencer and them they won't always be out of the game all the time when Dennis Schroeder's in the game. There'll still be some times when Dennis Schroeder's in the game and either Spencer or Luka Doncic is on the floor as well. So I say like 4 assists, 10 points, 4 assists. I'd be fine with Dennis Schroeder doing that for me.
That's not bad, man.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's pretty efficient for that amount of time he playing. So yeah.
Yep.
Jay says the word has been for years that Dirk never liked Schroeder based on their game time, their time together on the German national team. Also, keep in mind that the Celtics traded him to Houston because of the fit. And that's what I was saying, Jay. That's what I was saying, bro. Like that's the trepidation I'm having with him right now. It's like you've been on a few teams now in the last like 2 years, bro. And I'm just like, and for him to be that talented, it's like, why do they keep trading you? And I was watching this video. It was early this week or last week, I can't remember. And this guy started kind of breaking down Schroeder's game, and he kind of touched on some of that stuff you said, Jay. And he was talking about the fact that, he posed that question. It's like, this guy's this talented, then why are teams trading him at the end? Like the last like few years or whatever. And that's the kind of my mind frame with him too, which is why when Johnny B kept bringing his name out there, I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm not sitting here beating the door. They're like, yeah, get Schroeder. Like, I don't want to just get somebody to say we got somebody, but like, I really want this person to come in with the mind frame of, look, man, put your ego aside. We're trying to do something here. We have a chance to do something, man. If your talent, you can add to that, man, and help us get to where we're going. But if you put yourself before the team, and it's like, I'm not saying what he's doing, but it's just like that question came up the same way this guy's video was talking about. I'm like, I always have the question about him when people start mentioning his name coming to Dallas. It's like, but why is he still a free? Remember, I asked you that last video. I said, why is he a free agent though? Why is he still a free agent? Because I see people throwing his numbers out there. Like, yeah, the numbers look good for what he did. You know what I mean? But why is he still a free agent though? If a guy like that is that good, why is he a free agent still?
Well, I have a good comment and a bad comment for that. I guess I'll give the bad comment first. That Dirk thing was one of the last saving graces that I had. That's why I was like bringing Dallas.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So if he doesn't get along with Dirk, then you probably want to go ahead and get Dennis Smith Jr. But
Hey, I'm asking you a question before you finish.
go ahead.
Like, you think they got to get? You think they got to get Dirk's blessing before they sign him?
No, I don't think they have
You
to.
think so?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
Dirk stays out of that kind of stuff, so I don't think he would step in front of the stuff as well. Like that'll look a certain way. But the good that I have with it as well is that if you guys are saying that he's talented and you know that he's talented, usually with guys like that, they just need guidance. So if we have a coaching staff like Jason Kidd and those guys, that's supposed to be a coaching staff that actually guys will recognize and they'll either break, they put pressure on guys, I guess, Jason Kidd and them do. So you either fold, or you become a diamond, I guess. So
And in that case too, King, like this could be his last
yeah,
hurrah.
that's what I'm saying. Like this might be his last hoorah. Either J Kidd and them is gonna crush him, and he's done, or he's gonna become a diamond, and he's gonna have Jason Kidd's blessing behind him. But I don't like that Dirk little.
Yeah, I didn't know that one, Jay.
If that's true, I do not. Yeah, I thought that would be a big thing in his favor, but yeah, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Corey says I agree, Schroeder, but realistically, Dorsey could fill JB role. Fits Dorsey. Dorsey's not really a ball handler though. He is a bucket getter. That's a difference. I mean, I hope he can win the ball, but I just don't see him filling the actual. What we talking about with JB's role, we're talking about a guy who can be a ball handler and can facilitate a little bit. Like I said, can get you 4 or 5 assists. I don't know. That's not really his game. He's more in the vein of a JJ Redick.
I think he can I think he can be the two guard, as I said. I think the team is switching up now, so JB's role completely isn't necessary anymore.
Yeah, see, Smart just said it. That's what I just said.
Yeah, but before though we had no front court play at all. Like we had nothing that can happen in the front court. No guys that were doing anything that was going to set anybody up, that was going to take anybody off the dribble. We had nothing in the front court basically. Now we have Christian Wood now, who can do that for us. So I think the 2 guard position can be more of a 2 guard now instead of being a point guard or like combo guard. Instead now, like I think Tyler Dorsey would work. His type of play that I'm seeing him play over in Greece, he can be a 2 guard. Like that, the way he's playing right now is pure 2 guard, and I think it'll work.
No, I think he is 2 guard. He is 2 guard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It'll work with the Luka Doncic beside him. Luka would have a straight 2 guard beside him that'll just catch and shoot or make a quick move off the catch. So I think that would work as far as the Tyler Dorsey and Spencer Dinwiddie could become that combo guard again off the bench, where he's playing the minutes off of there. I think the way Tyler Dorsey is playing, like in my perfect mind right now, he could start beside Luka Doncic at 2 guard. Like he should be the two guard. Like they don't clash at all. There's always, when it was JB, even when it's Spencer Dinwiddie, there's still a clash of the guys because they play the same. Even the guys that critique the game and when they watch it on TV talk about it, saying that Luke and the guys sometimes got to take step backs because it's like your turn now, my turn now, your turn now, and if you do, then somebody gets a wide open 3, the other guys, or we just make a bucket. So with that being the way it is, Tyler Dorsey's game is more really like a 2 guard. So if he's a 2 guard and Luke is the pure point guard, then I think it would work with Spencer coming off the bench.
Jeffrey says, "In Nico we trust." That's still the motto here. King don't believe that, but I do, y'all.
I still believe it. Come on, man.
Bro says, if we just moved Dinwiddie to the bench, wouldn't our problem be solved?
Yeah, Jason gave too many promises.
Yes and no, because so a lot of the thinking that we have, guys, when it comes to having that extra ball handler is the playoffs. Well, okay, so you got Dodo and you got Reggie, but the problem for those guys was they don't have a third guy to rotate out with those guys, so they're putting a lot of minutes on those 2 guys. It's going to be the same thing here with Luka and Spencer Dinwiddie. If you don't have a third guy to rotate those guys around and keep each other fresh, to take pressure off each other, then you're going to put a lot of pressure and a lot of minutes on Luka and on Spencer Dinwiddie, which is what they're trying to avoid, which is why they're trying to find another ball handler. Because y'all saw that part of the game worked when you had those 3 ball handlers this past season. That worked. You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to go back to that formula of, listen, you're trying to The key for this too, y'all. We're trying to take as much off of Luka's plate as possible. That's the key. You're trying to take as much off his plate as possible. We know he's Superman, he can do this and do that, but you don't want him to have to do that. So the way you do that is you try to take as much of that responsibility off his plate and gives it to other people. And the only way you're gonna do that, you ask Spencer Dinwiddie to add another guy that can also help alleviate pressure off of not just Luka, but also Spencer Dinwiddie. That's what they're trying to do. But so if yeah, you can, but at the same time, it's like, but you're still gonna have that problem of just rotating just those two guys and those two guys being your general ball handlers.
I agree with him, bro. I'm sorry. I think it would work if Dinwiddie was on the bench. I know y'all have all told me y'all believe in Reggie. That's no pun intended. I think Reggie gonna struggle this year. I'm gonna knock on wood.
Man, you been on Reggie all summer. I'm tired of you.
I've been on Reggie, and I was on a Reggie train when he was here. As far as playing, I'm telling you, I think Reggie gonna struggle. I don't. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Hope not, man.
He struggled. I hope not. I hope not as well. But I'm telling you, I saw the way he played off the bench, and it was not good. And I think if you start him beside Luka, the scoring, the issue with Luka Doncic is that you really want to take the scoring off his plate. Like, you don't want to be scoring as much. He doesn't have to score as much. He should be a point guard. He should be a per point, like Jason Kidd type guy that can do everything. He can run the break. He can do everything he can do. He shouldn't have to score as much. So that's how you keep his energy down, where he can have bursts of scoring when he needs to score. If you let a Christian Wood or somebody like that help him out with that, like Christian Wood is going to score. I believe that. The other guys are going to get their buckets. JaVale McGee's going to score over 10 a game, I believe. If he's in the starting lineup, he should get you over 10 a game based off of lobs. I think he's going to actually get lobs consistently and have lobs like during the game and all that. Then you should have Dodo and Reggie, your 3-point shooters, and then Spencer and them guys off the bench being the bench unit. I agree. I think that would work perfectly, but I don't know. It's just that guys, I don't know why we had a lineup even talked about so early, J-Kid. You should have waited.
Yeah. Where's that at? My bad. Smito, here we go. Smito says, if Dorsey can hold his own on defense, that's the question, Smito. He said he might be a real steal. Don't forget that Seth Curry also needed a while to find his role in the NBA. Dorsey is 26 like Seth was when he first played for us. Yeah, that's a good point, Smito. Good point. Let's see.
Go to the next one. I know he didn't put WTM, but he asked a question.
Oh, Marco was good. He says, what's your possible starting lineup in game one? The best option if we didn't look for a trade from you, Rail and King. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate it, Marco. My starting lineup, I know King gonna kill me because he's been killing me since we pretty much signed JaVale McGee. It's gonna be Luka, Spencer, Dodo, Christian Wood, and then McGee. I know you're gonna kill me. I know you're finna kill me. Because you don't want Reggie coming off the bench.
I'm not gonna kill you because we're gonna play Christian Wood at the 4, him and JaVale McGee. So I'm gonna say JaVale McGee at the 5, Christian Wood at the 4, Dodo at the 3, Reggie at the 2, and Luke at the 1. That's my starting lineup. I think that'd be the best lineup for us to play.
Hold on, say it again. You had who?
I had JaVale.
So you had Christian Wood at the 4. Okay.
Dodo playing 3, Reggie playing 2, and Luka 1.
Yeah, you've been on that Reggie at the 2 for
10 years. Reggie need to start, man.
I mean, like I said, I'm not arguing with you on the Reggie need to start part. I'm just, my thing is, I want to see, because right now we don't know what the start line going to be. But let's just say, if Reggie does come off the bench, let's just give some time to see what happens. You know, maybe it'll be different this year, man. The way things are kind of set up. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know, we're not heavily dependent on the perimeter as much this year. Now we got Christian Wood or whatever. So if I'm just like, let me just see. Now we go in 10 to 12 games and all of a sudden he's struggling or whatever, then okay, then you might be right. Let's go ahead and switch up some things. But I just want to see first. Let's see how things go. And then, you know, we can go from there.
Spencer Dinwiddie is a great value Luka Doncic. Like, he does a lot of things Luka do as far as like all around ability and how he fills up the stat sheet and all that kind of stuff. He should be on the bench. That's just how I feel. Like, you don't need them both in the starting lineup playing beside each other. You have Spencer doing that little bit of stuff at a less of a rate or whatever with against second unit guys. That's what you do.
I
Same
agree.
game plan, same system.
Corey said, Josh got that bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, he got them hops, man. He young too, your baby. Jeffrey says if Josh Green takes a big step up, this team will be finals bound. He is the next factor.
Hey,
Yeah, I can see that because he could be that third wing defender that we've been talking about needs to back up, which is why I think they didn't go after a wing defender. I think they got a lot of faith in Josh Green, bro. I think they got a lot
I'm,
of faith in him.
but the way it's sounding, are they really gonna need him? Like let's think about it again, bro. You just said your starting
Mm-hmm.
lineup. Reggie coming off the bench.
Right.
Josh Green, really, you got Tim Hardaway Jr. still as a guard, right? You got to have a point guard. You're about to bring in a Dennis Schroeder, whoever it's going to be. So, how would he get a bunch of minutes spelling anybody? Like, really, we got the only wing defender we're gonna have in the starting lineup gonna be Dodo now. Just letting you know.
If that's the starting lineup.
Yep, it's going to just be Dodo now. Just letting you
I'm
know.
starting to hear more and more, man, about they saying Spencer Dinwiddie might come. Not Spencer,
Christian
Christian
Wood
Wood
come
might
off the
come off the bench.
bench.
I'm starting to hear. Yeah, I'm starting to hear more
I
of that.
mean,
More. I'm like,
maybe he gonna be what's his name, Cat for Kentucky. Who knows? Let's see.
Young, what's good, man? He said Dennis Smith was exposing Donovan Mitchell. He said, I think it's time for his second coming.
Everybody
Man.
exposing Go Young.
Smito says, sadly, Conley for Powell doesn't work. No, I was just joking, Smito.
Yeah.
He said Conley has $23 million contracts, so either Bertans, Green, or Ntilikina or TJ. Yeah, no, I know that, Smito. I was just joking. Yeah, thank you, Frank. I was just joking. He takes praise to say the same thing. Mr. Johnson was good, man. He said, what do you think is taking so long for the Mavs to get a third ball handler when it's clear that we have a need and have two great choices to pick from?
Utah, like you probably said earlier.
Yeah, one of the Glow Yard members just said they're probably waiting to see. Man, you know what? To be honest with you, I don't think we're gonna get any of those Utah players. Not because we can't get them. I just think that Danny Ainge's asking price gonna be too high, man.
Yeah.
Like
It's
this
not
dude
worth
is
it.
like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I would
not
want those guys, you know, maybe like a Clarkson or a Bogdan or somebody like that. I would want those guys, but the way this dude talking, like he already got 13 picks and he want more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First round picks, not just second round, all that stuff. He want first round picks for these guys.
The
And
reward
so,
not high enough, bro. That's basically what you're saying. The reward
yeah,
for
like,
Jordan Clarkson and Mike Conley, the reward actually could be higher for Dennis Schroeder.
so yeah, like DJ, man, like to me, I think like what one of the guys just said, it might be the fact because we've been hearing like little slight rumors. I know we kind of got to take it with a grain of salt when it comes to rumors in Dallas, but that Dallas is trying to get in on just the fire sale, if you know, if you will, with Utah before they kind of just like, okay, you know what, let's go ahead and get Dennis Schroeder because they still got time. What's it, September? You got to the end of the month. That's when training camp starts. So you still got time. You know what I mean? It's just the fact that because you want to get whoever you're trying to add to this team on a team before training camp starts, so everybody can get acclimated together. So I think that's the one hang-up. I think they're trying to see what's up with Utah. And hopefully Danny Ainge don't try to lowball anybody or something. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Smito said, I still don't get why y'all hate, why you hate Powell's $11 million contract so much, but not Bertans for. Whoa. He said, I would trade Bertans before Powell any day. No.
Smito watches this show enough. Come on, man.
Smito, come on, bro. You know dang well we want to get rid of Bertans, but you just answered your own question. It'll be with that 11 million and it be in 1 year, it'll be a whole lot easier to get rid of Powell than it is for Bertans.
Yeah,
we would definitely want to get rid of Bertans, but how you gonna get rid of without attaching a first round pick to him?
Smito, they can give away Powell. Like I'm serious. At this
They
point,
really
now,
could.
They could give away Dwight Powell right now. They can cut him basically. That's why we're just saying that. Like we would rather have Bertans gone now because we can just cut Powell. So if I can get rid of Pop, we don't think Bertans. No one wants Bertans' contract. We have one of the 5 worst, according to
he has one of the
Bleacher
5
Report,
worst contracts in the league. Yes.
in the league right now. So we just sitting here dealing with it until we can deal with it. So it's not that
we
we don't
pray
hate
somebody
it
will
more.
take him, but
Absolutely,
we live in reality. Like we don't.
Dwight Powell's an
being
asset.
moved compared to Powell.
Yeah. Dwight Powell's an asset right now, Smiter. He's at a point where he's an asset. So that's why we're talking about him. Bertans, we try to talk about real trades that could possibly happen, and none of them with Bertans sound like they could possibly happen now.
Yeah, we're not making one of those old school NBA live trades where you got all your bad players, you're trading them for all the superstars and putting them on your team and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we wish you could do something like that, but we live in reality. So
we don't, and we're not going to tell you to type Y for yes.
Exactly. Chris got a good point too. He says every year is about who produces on the court. He said we don't know who is going to what until the season starts. That's what I was saying, Chris. I just want to wait. I just want to wait. Like I see what King is saying about the whole. He's right. Reggie did struggle coming off the bench. He turned the corner as soon as he started. I understand that. It's a new season. Let's just see if some things change. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Kid will put him in a better situation coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? Like get him going early or something. We don't know. Let's just wait because we don't. I think this is we probably have the most questions going into this season than we ever have in the last handful of years. You know what I'm saying? Like he pretty much had an idea last year. Well, we thought we had an idea. They ended up just surprising everybody. But the point is, like, we really don't know. Like, we don't know the starting lineup. We don't know the rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know what the Tyler Dorsey situation gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if some of these players are gonna still be here when the training camp start. We don't know. So you're right. We gotta wait. Let's wait and see. We'll probably get an idea of what's gonna happen when the preseason starts. So let's just wait and see.
Yeah, we're just giving you our opinion right now, Chris. We know it's just predictions. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff that changes everybody's mind, and we're like, wow about it. But this is what we got to do. It's to fill the blank space until the season starts. And we're all waiting for it right now. So we're just doing our job, giving you guys a little bit of content that we can just discuss right here. But yeah, we know. It's not like take it with.
Bro, this is the most guessing I think we've done in a while.
Yeah.
We don't know. Nobody knows anything. Yeah. There's a lot of guessing. I don't even think. To be honest with you, I don't even think Jason Kidd don't know what they're gonna do right now. Yeah, that's how crazy it is right now.
We have no
clue. Only guarantee we know is McGee starting and Spencer Dinwiddie.
Allegedly. So we just guessing like everybody else, Chris. So don't worry about it. Like we're not claiming to be anybody else. We're just trying to guess and make the best educated guess like you guys can and discuss it with you.
Nick's was good, man. He said Schroeder better take that vet man after what Luka did to him today. Man, listen. Man.
Oh my goodness. That was personal.
Listen, I think he did it because he had his version of a bad game in that last game, so he had to make up for it. Because now they're 12-1 now, but at that time they were 11-1 because they lost that game. He never lost in Eurobasket before, so he kind of was upset of what happened. I think he shot like 0-4 on threes or whatever. So that's always one of those cases where like say for example like Jordan is struggling in a game, you feel sorry for that next team. Right. Like, look, Jordan's struggling in this game. You got to take the blunt of the you know what I'm saying?
Have you heard the story about Chris Webber and Grant Hill at the Green team game, when he supposedly beat him, when he beat Mike and Mike said, hold up, everybody, just stop this. Let's play it again and all that stuff. And Mike supposedly just destroyed them and all that.
He made Matt Johnson did too. All of them did.
That's what I think Luka basically did to Schroeder. And Luka, I haven't seen him treat somebody like that since Patrick Beverly. Like he was asking for the ball and was posting Schroeder up and was like he couldn't do anything. It didn't matter who was behind him, a center behind him or whatever. Like I watched it. Luka was giving him the business. So I think it had something to do with him losing. But I think Luka also hears what's going on as far as them possibly being teammates. Like that has a little bit of a, I think, little competitive vibe or whatever to it as well.
Let's see. Dang, I lost my spots. Okay. Oh, Chris, answer this right here. Chris had this. He says, I love the commentary. He said, but who can honestly say they probably predicted the Mavs conference? Yeah, King did, Chris. King did. He did. Stop showing off, man. We see your shirt right there, man. Stop showing your shirt off. You didn't ask me if I want a shirt, bro.
I'm sorry.
I ain't got no shirts out here, man. I'm out here walking around naked, man. Spider says some teams have the mid level left as well. Says Charlotte, for example, could get Schroeder 10 million
Yeah.
MLE, most likely the 4.2 biannually.
They could if they
That's
want
fine.
to, Smito, but they seem like they ain't give it to him yet. That's why the Mavericks have the possibility to get him. He'd rather have a team than have no team. At some point, you can't just sit back and say some team might give me the mid level. You got to sign somewhere.
What's that saying? Beggars can't be choosies.
Yeah, beggars can't be choosers. So if nobody's asking you for anything, and some team says, "Hey, come here," he's gonna say, "All right, I'm there."
Smito says Schroeder will be no risk whatsoever. He will have a vet mid contract. If he doesn't work,
Just
we can
cut him.
just cut him, no problem. Yeah, and that's what King was saying. That's what King
Yep.
was saying. Excuse me. RC says, kid did coach Dennis in LA that 1 year.
And they got him a 20. What was it? $20 million
Oh,
contract. And what he got? He got him a $20 million contract. He turned down. Was that it?
yeah,
Yep. And Kid
yeah.
got him a $20 million contract that he turned down.
That which is crazy because now he never got a contract like that ever again. Here's that man of y'all right here, man. Johnny B. What up,
What up,
man?
Johnny
What
B?
up? I knew you were gonna be here for this. Smilo says, Dragic will be the sixth guard in the rotation if everybody's healthy, which is what we were saying. See, same thing with not six, but you know he would have been further down the pecking order if he'd have came here. My bad, it's blocked me. It says Dragic will be the sixth guard in the rotation if everybody's healthy. Lonzo, Levine, Caruso. I'm gonna say Dormammu because I don't hear him pronounce that. Dormammu is a Marvel thing. If y'all read comics. And White, he says, then Dragic. He said, no clue how they convinced him he will play 20 minutes. I don't know either. Probably lied to him. Dallas didn't lie to him. We weren't gonna lie to him. Frank was good, man. He said, what's good, guys? I honestly hate Dragic now. It makes no sense to sign with the Bulls. Watching him today. Come on. Yeah, watching him today, he is still good, but he will be playing every single game. Yeah. I mean, we told him that straight up, Frank. Dallas told him that straight up. I don't like Smito just said, I don't know what I don't know what the Bulls sold him. I don't know. I'm not a Bulls fan, so I don't know. But if they lied to him and said, like Smito said, saying he's gonna play 20 minutes, they're wrong for that. Because he just named off 85 guards ahead of
Yo,
him. So
the league stay doing Dragic dirty.
I
But he'll stay saying stuff right back though and all. So I like Dragic. Your talk is tough.
yeah. So I guess, man, that's what he want. Melissa says, "Hey, guy, hey, Melissa.
What up, Melissa?
Let's see. RC's out here, the starting five, but what does your five off the bench look like?
Go ahead, bro.
Who do I have? I said Luka, Spencer. If you talking about what we got right now, Tim, Maxi. This is mine because I had Reggie coming off the bench, so it'd be Tim, Reggie, Maxi, Josh.
Jeez, yo, woo, who playing what?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and that's exactly why I said about Spencer starting.
Coming
That's
off the bench. Yeah, I know. I agree.
Exactly what I'm saying.
But my thing is, who you want to play out of Bertans and the White Power?
I don't want to play either one of them. That's
exactly.
That's the other reason.
And I need one. I named out four. I need one more.
Well, Dwight. It's gonna be Dwight. Dwight does what JaVale. So here's the thing: JaVale McGee is a better version of the Dwight Powell. So Dwight Powell was a second unit of JaVale McGee. So it'll be Dwight Powell. It's Dwight.
That's gonna be interesting because we all know Dwight Powell thrives with Luka. If he's not starting with Luka, well, that's gonna be interesting, bro.
Should have been Spencer Dinwiddie. Should have been Spencer Dinwiddie.
But I mean, Spencer wasn't setting him up either.
Spencer was no in the playoffs he wasn't. In the regular season he was with the pocket passes. He was pocket passing it all the day to Dwight Powell.
That's gonna be interesting. Johnny V says Schroeder, TSJ, Frank, Green. I forgot about Frank. Green, Wood, Maxi would be a solid bench unit. It has offense, defense, playmaking, and shooting. So you said Wood. Man. Okay, so you got Wood coming off the bench, Johnny.
Yeah,
That's what
he
King
said.
got. King got Wood off the bench.
No, no, no. I had Spencer off the bench. Like, so, man, this is so
Oh
just,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
bro.
my
It's
bad.
the perfect lineup I want. I don't want Spencer. I don't want JaVale McGee starting either. Like, so
Don't even-
I wanted Christian Wood to just be the center. Then you could put Dodo still at the four still. Reggie could play the three. Then you could find somebody to play the two. That's what I thought they were going to replace JB and then have Luka. You still got Spencer Dinwiddie on the bench, Tim Hardaway Jr., Josh Green, and Frank can be a guy that one of them decide who's going to be that third guy that's behind or whatever like that. Then you got Maxi and whoever else. Not Dwight. It would be JaVale McGee then, as far as your backup center. Like that's what I thought, but I don't know. I'm. They might go after Miles Turner for real. Like if Christian Wood's going to be on the bench, then go after Miles Turner. You just answered your question as far as the Dwight Powell thing, man. If Christian Wood's going to be on the bench, you go after Miles Turner.
I don't know.
Okay.
Frank said the team before Germany today, Dragic was amazing because he didn't start the game before that, so he was fresh. I don't know how Dragic really believes he wouldn't be relied more in important games. Yeah, man. Like I said, he's going. Oh, Johnny got this. He says trade Josh Green for Cam Reddish.
You
King.
know what? If we made that trade, Johnny, we get a draft pick too, at least a second rounder. Because I think Josh Green is more valuable than Cam
Oh,
Reddish right now.
I know he didn't put WT, but this is interesting. So Frank says, I assume you saw the post on Twitter of the Mavs talking to Cam's agent.
Yep, saying that they would give him his minutes that he want. Basically, that whole story about Dragic, I saw it as well, but I saw it on something I didn't know it was legit or not, so I didn't send it to y'all. But
Huh,
basically
so
they
you
talk.
keeping secrets, huh?
I didn't know if it was legit, so I didn't want to bring it to you. Right? I didn't want to be like, oh, this is not legit and
Who
all.
who
But
said it? Who said
I
it?
saw it on like NBA updates on Facebook or something like that, so I didn't know if it was real. But it said that they talked to his agents and basically told him that yeah, he can come on over and that they give him the minutes that he's looking for. So like those minutes that we
That's
think,
that wing, bro.
yep, that wing, that guy. That's it. I think Cam Reddish can control the ball a little bit too.
Cam Reddish is definitely a great value version of Paul George.
Yeah, he's one of those type of guys. So absolutely, I'd take Cam Reddish right now. You know what? I'd take
Yeah,
Cam Reddish over Dennis Schroeder. Yikes! Did I just say that out loud? I think I would though.
hold on, bro. I see maybe they had said something in here on a smoking Cuban or something. No, they didn't say nothing.
Bro, Cam Reddish
That's
is
interesting.
one. Cam Reddish is a breakout. Is one breakout like season away from being a almost a star, man. Like that's how I feel about
Yeah,
Cam Reddish. Like he
he's
was the
showing
one
he's showing a
place
lot of potential. You just need the playing time.
where he can put it together and just be doing it. He's one place where somebody believes in him and somebody gets it out of him and he's doing something like the potential is there. It's there. He just needs to get it out of him. So if J Kidd really that dude and he can get it out of Cam's still young. Like that would be so crazy if we got the draft trade pick back. If we got Cam
Yeah,
Reddish back that we
got Cam
traded
Reddish. Yeah,
away, like the Atlanta Hawks would like take so many L's for that if it worked out.
wasted the pick. Johnny says, Dorsey is coming from somebody roster spot. To be honest,
Uh,
Giannis will make sure Milwaukee gets
Milwaukee
him,
is
and he has a real role. He posted him on his IG saying he was and it said blank. We can't read what that is, Johnny.
yeah, but I also think you get Dorsey over here and give him a role because I still don't say Giannis gonna end his career in Milwaukee. That's just my opinion.
Ooh, hot take. Dominique says, do you guys still think perimeter defense is a immediate need, or do you think we should just focus on the third ball handler? I think think the ball handler. If you give me those two choices, Dominique, I still say ball handler because
Yeah.
we didn't have a slew of perimeter defenders last year. And look, we had what a top 6 defense in the league last year. So, and now we added a solid rim protector with our defense this year. So the defense, not saying I wouldn't want to get a perimeter defender. I'm just saying like you give me those two choices, I would say ball handler before I say defender. I
Yeah.
mean, they're throwing out Cam Reddish now, so I mean that'd be a nice little wing to add.
That's a guy that can do both. It'll be awesome to get a guy
Yep.
that can do both. I still think perimeter defender is a immediate need, but if you ask me which one is more important, it's the third ball handler first. And I think we're getting to the point in the season and with the roster spots and what we have where we can't really possibly probably can't get both of them unless we get them both in one player. So yeah, I go for the third ball handler first.
Smito said it looked like my German dry humor doesn't work for this crowd here. If it comes to Powell and Berton, nah, you good, Smito. You know we love you,
No,
man.
you good, Smito, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you good. Uh, let's see. Oh, Smito said just call him Ayo. That's easier than yeah. Oh, okay. Matter of fact, who
That's
we
his
talking
first,
about? Oh, that's the yeah. I know,
first time. Yeah.
I know who that dude is
Mm-hmm.
now. Yeah, I know who that dude is now. Johnny says Schroeder is better than Dragic currently. He said would be a more productive fit. People ain't ready to have that conversation. No, who said? Hold on, Johnny. It's not like you just hit us over the head with something here.
Yeah.
Who is saying Dragic is better than Schroeder right now?
Uh
You know,
so here's my argument, my fight back. Schroeder is better than Dragic right now if they had to play the same role like a starter or something like that. But because of Dragic's previous role, his game and what he's learned and how good he is, his IQ, he's better at the position that I think the Mavs want both of them to play than Schroeder is, if that makes sense. Like that JJ Barea role again. Like JJ was awesome at being JJ for us towards the end of his career, where we just needed a spark plug and he can be rested and just come out there and show old JJ for a second. You feel what I'm saying? Like that old Dragic look would be awesome in 16 minutes before over a Schroeder look, if that makes sense to you.
uh, DCR was good, man. He says, isn't Spencer really our 6 man? I mean, he should be, but according to Kid said himself during the summer league that he's gonna be starting at the 2 guard. So, um, yeah, I mean, he really is. I would trust him over THJ at the 6 man. Yeah, I said it, Johnny B. I said it. I would trust him over THJ at 6 man because he can do a whole lot more than THJ. Uh,
THJ is
Johnny
what
B
he is.
says,
He's just gonna be
yeah,
inconsistent. He is what he is. I expect it.
I told you, baby, J.R. Smith. Johnny says Cam Reddish can be for us what Wiggins is for Golden State.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
something like
Johnny, hold up, Johnny. I ain't give you no props, man. You ain't making sense tonight. I ain't give you no props, man.
Frank
Come on,
said
I
it's
think you
fake
making
though.
sense tonight.
Frank said it was fake though.
All right, good night, y'all. We'll talk to y'all later, man. Y'all done got me hyped up, man. Cause I didn't see anything on Smoking Cuban, so that's why I was like, hold on, man. If that's real, then yeah. Yeah, I would too, Frank. I would love to have him, man, for sure. We've been talking about that for a while now. Corey says I agree with Cam Reddish I agree Cam Reddish has untapped potential, and J Kid Reddish is pretty good at defense, isn't he? Yeah, he's a solid defender too, man.
Yeah, he's
Like I said,
awesome.
he's shown flashes of potential, man, when he actually has the time to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, which is why he was so mad about the whole, his situation over in New York. And I'm not a Tom Thibodeau fan at all. So I don't know what Tom. I feel like you're wasting his talent over there, man, with Tom Thibodeau. Like you're not using the man right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Chris said he truly believes Hardy is Nico Harrison's secret X factor. He said, "Quote me, okay."
Hey,
We got it. We got it on wax now, Chris. We got it on wax.
I've said it. I've said they really believe in Jaden Hardy. Or somebody, it's somebody on the team they really believe in that we don't know about.
Johnny says, since JB's gone, who else contract extension am I going to debate on? a game-to-game basis.
It's
So
Josh Green.
you only got
It's Josh Green.
yeah,
It's
Josh
Green.
Green.
Whoever said it.
Yeah,
It's Josh
I'm about to
Green.
say if you only got 4 people, man, that's got contracts is up, Johnny. That's
Yeah,
Josh Green,
it's,
Maxey, the White Pal, and Frank Ntilikina. I
it's
think
Josh.
out of
It's
all
Josh Green.
4,
It's
I think
definitely Josh Green.
if you put a gun in my head right now and say I had to choose, I think Josh Green would be the one that probably end up staying.
But he's the one
that
Johnny B is going to have to talk about how much he gets paid all year because that's his guy he talks so much trash about. He's talking so much trash about Josh Green now like he did JB last year. So all year, Johnny B got to tell us how much he making next year. How much you giving him for the next contract, Johnny B? You want to know that all year.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you now too. Like he got to come with it. He got to come. This is it. Not just because it's a contract year for sure, but yeah, he got to come with it, man. Yeah. Corey said he thinks Josh Green. A lot of people think that Josh Green is the X factor, Corey. So yeah, I can see that. Like I said, it's a year. It's no more of that. He got excuses and stuff like that, man. Like, oh, he played in the bubble. He didn't have a proper rookie year. All that. That's out the door. You've been in the league long enough now, man, to start establishing yourself, man. I always use those 2 examples of the guys who got drafted around them. All those guys kind of figured it out. They got a mark in the league now. So it's your turn now, man. You got to come on with it, man. You got to have something to grasp on, man, to get the people, something to believe in with you. You know what I'm saying? So, and Johnny says, since it's Josh, he's starting at 1.2. Okay, that's fair. We'll start at 1.2.
That's fair. We're not keeping him though.
Oh, he said I'm gonna do C Woods also and Schroeder if we get him. Okay. I don't know about Schroeder, but okay, I can see C Woods. I can see C Woods.
If Josh Green is making 1.2 million a year, I don't think the Mavericks keep him.
It's gonna depend. It's gonna depend.
That's gonna be 5 years, 4 years for 5.8 mil. You think the Mavericks gonna?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I'm saying like I don't think they're gonna give him another contract for that. They're gonna just say, okay, goodbye. We can take the roster spot.
Of course, they've been saying this is last year. Okay, yeah, because Josh got to come with it, man.
Yeah, Josh got at least with it. Josh got to at least make over $10 million a year for his.
And how do you do that?
By getting something, man. Like Josh Green, close enough. He can get. I think he can get the 15 million. Tell you the truth. Adding one offensive move, he can be. You don't think Josh Green gets to a $15 million player?
I don't know. I have to see
the way the contract. We talking about $50 million. Your boy Anthony Simons just got $20 million a year.
20-something. Simons been showing potential since he got in the league, though.
So he showed that much more. He showed that much more than Josh Green before this year. Before this year, he showed that much more than Josh Green. Before this year.
Yes.
Other than winning the dunk contest, he showed way more than Josh Green.
Yes.
Heck no, he didn't, man. Not before this previous year. He was a dunk contest champion. That's it.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like that guy. Last year, man. I knew he was on the team, but just because he was in the dunk contest, that's it.
Yeah. He had some potential though. It's just like, cause remember, he had Dame and CJ in front of him, so it's kind of hard for him to kind of flex his muscle, but
he added a piece.
So we're gonna see if he can live up to that little 20, whatever you got.
But he added a piece last year. He added something to his game, got him $20 million a year. Like if Josh Green, he's still a higher draft pick, a younger guy.
You know what helped him? You know what helped Anthony Simons?
CJ leaving.
Well, yeah, that, but
and Dame
getting playing time.
And Dame getting hurt. Yeah. Getting playing time. Yep. You're right.
It's all the ball's in your hands. You the guy. Go out there and score.
Yep.
Because if you didn't trade CJ and then Dame didn't get hurt, what would have happened? Like he wouldn't have got $20 million.
If Josh Green can make over 35% of his corner threes, he can make $15 million.
Yeah, he got to hit them corners, man.
Yep.
You gonna get a lot of corners. You gonna get a lot of corners.
He can hit over 35% of that. He'll get $15 million.
Frank just asked, what kind of role should Josh Green play? That third wing behind Dodo and Reggie. Like, this is why I'm saying, like, we don't hear Dallas too much going after, like, we hear ball handler. We don't hear extra wing, because I really feel like they think they have it with Josh Green, because that's all we've been seeing is Josh Green videos, And I think Mark Cuban talked about him and stuff, and talking about how he see him working hard on his game and all that stuff. Like I got a lot riding on his shoulders this year, man. Got a lot riding on his shoulders, man.
I see a lot of roles, Frank. It's different ways he can go right now. He can become I think he could become a 2 guard if he can get some type of like offensive move. He can if he can get to the rim and finish, he can be a 2 guard. I think. I think if he can, maybe if his shot doesn't fall and he's just a guy that can dribble the ball and play defense and all, he can be a point forward. Like I think Josh can go a whole bunch of roles. Like I think he has the potential to do a whole bunch of things. It's just we tired of hearing potential. You ready to see it actually?
Yeah, it's year 4. We got to see something to
build off of. Let's see what you become. Let's play on something and let's see what you become.
All right, let's try to run through these. All right, after 1 hour and 30 minutes. Johnny says, "Nah, King, that's where we starting him off at 1.2." He said
that's fine.
We're cool with that, Johnny. That's cool.
Start him there. I'm just saying if he makes that, he's not going to be on the team. If he stays around that area, he got to get to a certain area. I'm saying.
Now I want to get this on wax now, Johnny. Are you gonna do him like you doing JB? Like if you have a good game, you only move it up like half, but then he do a bad game, you drop it down like 10, bro. Like we didn't get that squared away right now, man.
Man, he not going
like
anywhere.
He had like JB was starting by 17. He have a good game, okay, 17.5. Yep. He have a bad game, 13.2. Like, bro,
like he's at 12 now.
Yeah, like bro, he took like 10 million off his contract, bro. Like, man, let's see. Man, Smito says we can only hope Green doesn't show too much, or he will be way too expensive.
I don't think he'll be that much time, Smito, to be too expensive.
Yeah, and on top of that, we got his bird right, so we can sign him back to whatever. We always sign him back to more than everybody else. I know we said that before, which is true, but I don't see Josh like. Josh Green and Jalen Brunson are 2 separate type of people, man. Like they were on 2 separate paths. Like Jalen Brunson, a different point in his career, you know what I'm saying, where he had that option to go to another team. Teams wanting him. I don't see teams just lining up for Josh Green. You know what I'm saying. So if Dallas offers him something, I see him taking it and staying.
Yeah, if they offer him something, like he's saying, if they don't let it sit out, he becomes something. But I think it's 2 different situations. And I think either way, you want your players that are homegrown to become expensive. Like, so if he does become that good, then sign him.
And he's a first-round pick you definitely wanted to hit.
Yeah, like go sign him.
Getting on Atlanta about the whole Cam Reddish thing. Yeah. Johnny says I'm starting Wood at 18 million, and it's up to him to make it increase or decrease. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be up to him for sure, man.
Okay, I like that. I would have did him at set. I think we said he got an extension 4 for 77.
Yeah, 4 for 77. No. 4 for Luka, King. 4 for Luka.
Yeah, 4 for Luka.
Smito says Green shot 36% from 3 last season. Was just off in the playoffs.
36.
Yeah, we're gonna need that to kind of increase though, man. We're gonna need that to increase.
How many a game was he shooting, Smito, as well? Maybe like
Smito. How many was he shooting the game? Let me see. Same way Luka is off in the Euro basket right now. He shoots like 20%. Dang, are you serious?
Yeah, he had that.
I know he went like over. Yeah, he had over. That's why they sucker dropped.
Yeah.
Dang, that's not good though.
Luka should not be taking like 9 threes a game. He should bully and take threes when they start packing. Like his 3-point game, it should be inside out, never outside in for Luka Doncic.
Yep.
His game would be so easy, and it'd just be so easy for him if he just always played that way.
Appreciate it, Bertans, and then when he get back to any type of performance, then the Mavericks will be deadly. Yeah, that would definitely add a different dimension for sure.
Man, I don't know if Bertans ever getting back to that, yeah. It's been years.
Hey, I hope he do. That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be great awesome. If he do. If he got back to what he was before he got that contract, absolutely.
Oh my God, we was shooting like 85% from 3.
Yeah.
Johnny says, y'all don't debate my pay system. Hey, no, we cool with it, Johnny. It's cool. If you want to start him off at 18, that's fine. We'll work from there. And then we can start at 1.2 because it's not like Josh can get a super max or nothing. So that's fine. We'll start at 1.2. Oh, Smito said he shot 1.2 threes a game.
1.2
in 15 minutes. Can he give me 3 next year, Smito, at about 36? At about 38%?
Even 36. I take it with the increase in volume. If you give me three threes a game, 3.5 maybe. I like 3.5 if he gets me 3.5 threes at the same 36%. I take it.
Yeah. All right, man. That's gonna probably do it for us, guys. We already over an hour and a half. That was a good one, man. That was a real good one, man.
Awesome.
Appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, man, for a brand spanking new one here, guys. Listen, if you guys are brand new to the channel, guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like we said, training camp, y'all. Training camp is like what, about 3 weeks away? We almost there. We almost there. So I'm ready for that. That definitely give us more to talk about. So we'll kind of have an idea of what this team is going to look like somewhat going into the preseason. So, but yeah, you guys are into Mav content, guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. And also, if you enjoyed the content tonight, go ahead and hit that like button, guys. That'll help us go a long way. We definitely appreciate the Glow Yard members tuning in to our show, guys. We definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, I will make the show go around. We definitely appreciate it. Also, guys, follow our socials. We got We Talk Mavs on Twitter, and we got We Talk _Mavs on Instagram, guys. So follow us on there. And like King said before, if you guys want to donate to the channel, guys, we take donations on Anchor. If you listen to us on podcast form on Anchor, you can donate on there. And also here on the channel, you can donate on Cash App at $ We Talk Mavs, guys, if you find it in your heart to donate. Also, guys, I'm missing something. I'm missing something, King.
Share, and more share, as I always say. Anywhere,
there you go, man.
Anytime, any place. Let people know that we out here making this show and they can help us out. Also, before you go, Raw, I see Johnny B asks, "Is space is over?" Nah. Right now they're just taking a break because of those dragons. So once that's over, or we might, if we do decide to get in there, we'll let you guys know on Twitter. Just make sure you
we'll let you know, guys.
But once that's over, we'll hop back on it once the Game of Thrones is over. I might hop on a few times too, just to say what's up. But I ain't gonna be in there long by myself, guys. Just letting you know.
Oh, Smito said it's finally coffee time. I keep forgetting, Smito, it's morning time over there with you, man. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, with all that being said, guys, listen, we'll be back here Friday morning, 10:30 a.m. Same map time, same map channel. Actually, might want to make it 10 o'clock, Kings. I got something very, 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 very important to do on Friday morning, man. It's very important. I got to do so. We'll probably 10 a.m. on Friday, guys. So yeah, guys, tune into that. We'll be back here Friday morning. Same map time, same map channel. With all that being said, guys, listen, guys, it is your boy Real. Got my co-host King. It's We Talk Mavs here on. Johnny, what? Stop cussing, Johnny. I told you about that cussing, man. But yeah, we'll be back here on Friday, guys. We Talk Mavs here on the Glow Mavs production. Catch you guys here again very, very soon.
Peace.